The U.S. Supreme Court says every state must license same-sex marriage. Its landmark ruling this morning, decades in the making, says the institution is a right for all Americans. The decision affects millions of people, and it was celebrated by gay rights activists moments after it was issued. The judges voted 5-4 in favor. The proponents cited the Constitution's guarantee of equality. The dissenting justices rejected that notion. 13 states currently ban gay marriage. A 14th is trying to reinstate its law. Well, the ink was barely dry on that Supreme Court ruling when my next guests went to their county office to get a marriage certificate. Joining me from Grand Rapids, Michigan, are Colby and Zachary Roanhorse. First of all, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
And so now that it's legal, so you've applied for a legal marriage certificate, tell me a little bit about the emotions that you're going through, Zachary.
Well, it's really like nothing I could have ever imagined before. Not many couples have to wait like we did to get a marriage license, so to see it all happening today is just very surreal.
Colby?
Yeah, we've had an amazing wedding. But there was still that gap that wasn't filled because we didn't have a license. But now that we can have one, just like everybody else, it's complete validation. It feels amazing.
And so, Zachary, how did you find out about this? Because we knew that this ruling was going to come down either today or maybe early next week, but I guess no one really knew how this was going to go. So how did you find out about it?
Yeah, I had a feeling it would be today, given the precedent of June 26th. In our history, DOMA was struck down on June 26th, and the anti-sodomy laws were also struck down on the 26th. So I had a feeling, and I had my Twitter on me the entire day, right at 10 a.m., and it was the first thing announced at 10, so we were ready.
And so, Colby, you were ready, and you are the first same-sex couple, I understand, to register right in your county, in Kent County. Yes. So is that meaningful to be able to say, in history, you two will have been the first?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Luckily, not only are we the first to apply to be married in our county, but we're one of the last to have an illegal wedding. We had a wedding a few days ago, and it wasn't legal, so we're one of the first to not have to worry about having an illegal wedding, and it's
you're no longer outlaws.
Right.
Right.
All right, and now Zachary, President Obama that said earlier today that the ruling is going to offer Americans the dignity of marriage right across the country. He clearly seemed emotional about this because, to be frank, he wasn't always on side with same-sex marriage. He's certainly come around on it, but yeah. How does that make you feel?
It's very validating to have the #1 executive officer in our country have that sort of an emotional tie to a population that he's not a part of. And so to see him advocate for us like this in his presidency and now have that culminated at the end of his term is really cool.
And Colby, so you've had a wedding, but now you're registering to get a certificate. But is there any other kind of a celebration that you guys have planned?
Yeah, actually, according to the rules of getting married, we technically have to have another little ceremony with a minister and with witnesses. So we're planning a little soiree, probably Monday, to bring it in for for real, even though it has been real this entire time. This is just an added excitement and an added joy. And really, we weren't expecting to be the first ones there, but we were, and we couldn't be more thankful and more proud to represent for everybody else today getting married.
And Zachary, why did you both want to get married?
It just felt right. We had been together for a while, and we wanted to just share that with the rest of the world. So it wasn't really a question for us that we wanted to be married, I don't think.
Yep, we knew for a while. We had a long engagement, and we had a long time to plan a really big wedding. And we had hoped for the ruling to come in the week of our wedding, but so be it. It came after, which is just fine by us. I mean, we waited 3 days to get married legally, and people have been waiting their whole lives.
It was great speaking with both of you, and congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was Colby and Zachary Roanhorse joining me from Grand Rapids, Michigan.